Hello, 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 and welcome to another episode of the Semi Pro USL Show. We are here with the June 11th edition of the show. I am in the middle of typing out the tweet and Blue Sky post that we are live now with the Semi Pro USL Show. So if you hear any kind of typing in the background and all that kind of jazz, that's what's going on. I am just trying to do stuff I did earlier. I've been up all morning just trying to edit, and it's been absolute mess. So we are going to get started in just a moment. As when I say moment, I mean right now. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into some of the League Two scores from yesterday. We're not really going to talk too much about Northern Indiana and AFC Ann Arbor from the Great Lakes Division because it ended 0-0. However, I do believe that Kit Season is coming out with an interview with one of the co-founders or owners of AFC Ann Arbor. So be on the lookout for that. So how about we go to the Valley Division, where West Virginia fall 1-0 to Lexington SC. West Virginia come out in a, say it with me, 4-3-3. And same thing with Lexington. It was a pretty nothing match for the most part until Salvador Martinez gets his goal in the 68th minute. And that's all she wrote. That makes it 1-0 in favor of the Lexington SC in that Valley Division. To go to the Great Forest Division, the Toledo Villa win 1-0 over the Cleveland Forest. Cleveland Forest come out in there, say it with me, 4-3-3, as the Villa come out in their 3-4-1-2. Again, kind of a nothing match for the most part until Trace Terry, also in the 68th minute. How about that? What a quinkadink. He gets his goal in the 68th, makes it 1-0. That is the game winner. In the Great Lakes Division, the Flint City Bucks takes a whooping to Lansing City. They make it 5-0 as Lansing come out in their 3-5-2. Same for Flint City. That's fun. You don't see many of those 3-5-2 matchups in this league, so that's always fun to see. The scoring opened up with Donovan Phillip in the 38th minute. He makes it a first half brace in the 41st. In the 49th minute, Dominique Ayala gets his goal again in the 49th. Bart Munns gets his goal in the 60th. And finally, the hat trick is completed by Donovan Phillip in the 81st minute, 5-0 in favor of Flint City. The Bria draw 2-2 with Red River FC. If you didn't see our away days that we did to the Bria a couple years ago, it was a fun one. Clinton, Mississippi is actually very nice, very cute. So if you're in the area, go watch. It's a very fun atmosphere. As the Bria come out and thus say with me 4-3-3, and Red River come out in the 5-2-3. Well, that three-man front makes it creates the scoring. However, it is a center back that gets the goal started with Luke Naomeshi in the 17th minute, and it's pretty much nothing from there until the 56th minute, where Braden Buchanan gets the goal for the Bria. Benjamin Britton makes it 2-1 for the Bria. The home fans are going nuts, but Omarion Velasquez decides to quiet the crowd in the 75th minute, and that's how this one would end 2-2. Now, if we go up to the Northeast Division, we have a couple of matches here as Western Mass win 2-1. I do believe I saw that they Mass also had a penalty save, not listed on here, but that is interesting. AC Connecticut come out in their 3-5-2 as Western Mass come out in their 4-3-3. To begin or to end the first half, Oscar Kaufman gets a goal for Western Mass, and they would never relinquish that lead. In fact, Gustavo Barbosa gets a goal in the 54th minute. But Mateus Dick gets a consolation goal in the 72nd minute for AC Connecticut, but they still fall 2-1. Again in the Northeast Division, Vermont Green gets a 2-1 or 2-0 win over Black Rock FC. Green come out in a 4-3-3. The Black Rock come out in a 4-1-4-1, which has been sneakily one of my favorite formations lately. Just throwing that out there. I love seeing a good 4-1-4-1. I don't know why. Marcel Pop gets the scoring started for Vermont Green in the 37th minute. Joseph Umberto Picotto gets his goal in the 66th minute. And in the 72nd minute, Black Rock's bad day goes a whole lot worse as Abel Ador gets his red card in the 72nd minute. It ends 2-0 in favor of the Green. In the South Atlantic Division, the Bantams win 3-0 over Wake FC. The Wake FC come out and they're, say it with me, 4-3-3, as the Bantams come out and they 4-1-4-1. The Bantams get the goal started with Adebayo Adefioe, maybe. In the 26th minute, Archie McDonald gets his goal in the 69th minute, and Ethan Hackenberg gets his goal to compile the misery in the 87th minute, 3-0 in favor of the Bantams. Now we're going to finish up League 2 with Westchester falling 4-1 in the Mid-Atlantic Division to the Ocean City Nor'easters. Westchester gets the goal started. Giuliano Whitchurch gets an early and a 32nd minute goal, but it is 3 goals in quick succession. Colton Valtieri gets a goal. Rafael Kawata gets a goal Valtieri gets the goal in the 51st, and the 53rd, Kawata gets a goal. And in the 54th minute, Theo Fallon gets the goal. So it goes from 1-0 to 3-1 in the span of 3 minutes. Gio da Silva makes it 4-1 in the 67th minute, and Daniel Kruger gets sent off for Westchester in the 83rd minute because of a denial of a goal-scoring opportunity. Westchester come out in the 4-2-3-1, but they end with just 10 men on the pitch. The Nor'easters win with their, say it with me, 4-3-3. And that is it for League 2. We'll hit the preview in just a minute. Hopefully the stats have been updated. If not, we'll hit stats tomorrow. So let's go ahead and transition over to a little bit of W League. As the Fusion went over Wake FC 1-0. The Wake FC come out and thus say with me 4-3-3, as did the North Carolina Fusion. And it is a goal from Ava Vaughn in the 23rd minute, and it kind of fizzles out from there. 1-0 is the final score. In the NorCal division, Stockton Cargo win 4-2 over Marin FC Sirens. Stockton gets the goal started early, and I'm trying to see the name of the goal scorer, but it's really hard. Mika Seyfurman. Mika Seyfurman. What a cool name. She gets the goal started in the 3rd minute. But the Sirens equalize from Cameron Colpitts in the 39th minute. And Cameron Colpitts, she gets her brace to give Stockton Cargo the lead in the 54th minute. But Malia Evans decides to tie it up just 1 minute later. And guess what? The game winner comes from Vanessa Penuna in the 83rd minute. And Hannah Diaz makes it 4-2. The Siren come out in the 4-2-3-1, and you're never going to believe what Stockton Cargo come out and say it with me, 4-3-3. Paisley Athletic How long was I muted? I was really going. At least 2 minutes ago. Oh, that's so sad. Where did I end off? That's so embarrassing. I'll edit that in post. So if you're a podcast person, you've never heard that. That is so sad. I was just absolutely just on a roll. I think I probably left off with Asheville and Birmingham. Luke, help me. Where did we leave off? I'm just going to assume it was Asheville and Birmingham, where Asheville win 2-0 over Birmingham Legion WFC in the 7th minute. Lucia Flores gets her goal, and then the 75th minute, Yulia Kirchstuck gets her goal in the 75th. Both team or Legion WFC come out in the 4-3-3. Asheville City come out in the 4-4-2. Shortly after Fusion and Wake. Oh no. Oh, that's a lot of games that we missed. Oh no. Okay, I'm not gonna this is a live show, people. This is a live show. Let me just give you score recaps. I'm not going to go through all of this. Stockton Cargo win 4-2 over North Cal. Man, I felt so good about all of this. I thought this was the best I had done all of this. That sucks. Stockton Cargo win 4-2. They come back. They get in. New Jersey Copa win 3-2 over Paisley Athletic. Salmon Bay win 4-0 over Lane United, and FC Olympia win 2-0 over Tacoma Galaxy. This is so sad. I was absolutely on a roll. That was brutal. That was awful. Jeez. Welcome to whatever this is. What a professional podcaster. Maybe I should just stick to my day job. It's fine. Maybe this one doesn't get uploaded as a podcast because I'm not going back and re-recording all that. So let's just go ahead and hit today's matches. Why don't we? In League Two, New Jersey Copa is taking on new Long Island Rough Riders in the Southwest Division. Capo, whatever it is, takes on Ventura County Fusion. Northeast, Albany Rush take on Seacoast United Phantoms. In the Mid-Atlantic, Delaware FC takes on Reading United AC. In the Heartland Division, Chicago City Dutch Lions take on Minneapolis City SC. In the Mountain Division, Albion SC Colorado take on the Flatirons FC. In the North Cal Division, Project 510 takes on San Francisco Glens SC. In the South Florida Division, Kingshammer FC Sun City takes on St. Petersburg FC. Southwest Division, Snohomish takes on Ballard FC. That's a big matchup. You should watch that. In the Southwest Division, Southern California Eagles takes on Redlands FC. Great Lakes Division, Kalamazoo takes on Midwest United. In the Great Plains, Santa Fe Wanderers takes on Sunflower State FC. Lone Star Division, AC Houston Sur takes on GFI. In the Metropolitan, Hudson Valley Hammers takes on Manhattan SC. In the Mid-South, this is a big matchup as well. You need to watch this one. Little Rock Rangers takes on the Denton Diablos. In the Southeast Division, NEFC takes on Boston City. In the South Atlantic, Tobacco Road takes on Charlotte Eagles. In the South Central, my personal match of the weekend or match of the day, absolutely should watch it. Birmingham Legion 2 takes on Asheville City. Asheville City has not conceded a single goal yet. 21 goals for, 0 against. They are taking on top of the table Birmingham Legion FC 2. I think that is the match of the day. You should definitely watch it. And again, South Central, Montgomery United takes on Tennessee SC. Southeast, Brookhouse FC takes on Nona FC. In the Southeast, Sporting Jacks takes on Brevard SC. In the Valleys, Kingshammer Columbus takes on Kingshammer Cincinnati, which that's fascinating. 2 Kingshammer teams taking on each other, one in Columbus, one in Cincinnati. That's fun. Chesapeake, Virginia Beach takes on Christos FC. In the Northwest, Middle Lakes United takes on West Seattle Junction FC. In the Great Plains, FC Ambush takes on Springfield FC. I gotta change the side that I'm on. In the Lone Star Division, Lone Stars taking on Corpus Christi FC. In the Metropolitan, Ironbound SC takes on Westchester Flames. In the South Central, Columbus United takes on East Atlanta FC. South Florida, FC Miami City takes on Sarasota Paradise. In the Chesapeake Division, Northern Virginia takes on Patuxent. Football Athletics. In the NorCal, Almaden takes on San Francisco City FC. In the South Florida, Fort Lauderdale takes on Miami AC. Yeah, Asheville City definitely best roster in the USL League 2 right now. They are such a good team. They are just so good. You need to watch them at some point. This is the match, I think, to watch because the South Central only gets one playoff team. They only get one playoff team, and they have like three really good teams that I think could compete. Why is Coachella still in League 2? Because they pay the fees. I've talked about this before, but I think that there needs to be multiple divisions of League 2 and W League because the bad teams are really bad and the good teams are really good. So you end up getting massive blowouts like Coachella is doing. And it's supposed to be the professional development league, but which is what it used to be, the PDL. And in my opinion, I think that getting your brains beaten is not developing you. Competitive games do. If I were Nash and the rest of like the Semi Pro portion of the USL League office, I would look at a second division of League 2 and the W League because those teams at the bottom are just not good enough to compete with the teams at the top. And it's not like we lost 3-1, but it was a good game. I mean, Coachella's getting murdered. There are other teams that are just not competitive. And I think that if you lower the financial bar to entry and get in, I mean, UPSL does this. So I think that like UPSL does this as well. And I think UWS does maybe, where they have two divisions and the second division's a little bit cheaper to get into. And it's a lot more accessible to teams like Coachella that are playing really young players. I think it was Blue Goose last year that they were legit playing all high schoolers. And I just think that it's just not good for any of them to be playing against grown men when you are a high schooler. At least when you're not at the top of the top. We see high schoolers playing in the USL Championship in League 1, and it's fine. The USL League 2 accept all these new teams to help fund a new USL First Division. Seems like a money grab. $75,000 a year is easy money for them. No, just to be honest, USL League 2 has proved to be the most competitive semi-pro division for men. They are also summer only. So those teams can still play UPSL and MPSL and do that the entire year. And then when you get into the summer, I mean, everybody that I've talked to have said that USL League 2 is the best ran semi-pro league. And that's not just USL people. That's people who have been a part of a lot of other leagues that League 2 does it right. And also for a lot of these teams that maybe have League 1 ambitions, like Ballard FC, possibly a Annapolis, teams like that, it's a lot easier to get your foot in the door when you're already in the footprint. Yeah, Blue Goose they were really bad. They were really, really bad. But I think that as long as they keep paying the fees, USL League 2 doesn't really care if maybe they do care, but it's up to the club's discretion if they want to get their brains beat in constantly. I think they should have a second division, but that's just me. All right, let's look at the W League where SoCal in the SoCal division, Capo SC takes on the Southern California Dutch Lions. Southeast, Sporting Jacks takes on Brookhouse. Mid-Atlantic, Northern Virginia takes on Patuxent. In the Great Forest, FC Buffalo takes on Cleveland Force. In the Southeast, Fort Lauderdale takes on Miami AC. In the Chesapeake, Richmond Ivy takes on Annapolis Blues. Speaking of Annapolis. In the Great Forest. Oh, this is one you absolutely should watch. Steel City FC takes on Pittsburgh Riveters. And according to what I saw, Founders Field, which is where Steel City FC play, is like sold out for this match. So watch that space. In the Great Lakes, AFC Ann Arbor takes on Kalamazoo. In the Great Lakes, Toledo Avila takes on Midwest United. In the Great Lakes, Union FC Macomb takes on Detroit City FC. In the Heartland, Sioux Falls City takes on Rochester. Just a reminder, we have an interview with the people at Sioux Falls, so check that out. Heartland, RKC, Third Coast takes on River Light FC. In the Metropolitan, Long Island Rough Riders takes on Cedar Stars. In the North Cal Division, California Storm takes on San Francisco Glens. In the South Central, Southern Soccer Academy takes on Greenville Liberty. In the Southeast, Brevard FC Riptide takes on TLH Reckoning. In the Valley, Kingshammer FC Cincinnati takes on Indy 11. In the Valley, Lexington SC takes on Racing Louisville, which they are going to be doing a friendly Lexington SC Super Leagues taking on Racing Louisville NWSL. That's a friendly happening in the Super League space. So check that out as whenever that comes around. In the Lone Star, we have Challenge SC taking on Lone Star. In the Metropolitan, Morris Elite SC takes on ASC Connecticut. In the South Atlantic, South Carolina United Bantams takes on Carolina Ascent FC. In the Lone Star, San Antonio Athenians takes on Lone Star San Antonio. And in the South Atlantic, South Georgia Tormenta takes on NC Courage U23s, where, again, that is two former champions going at it. And we had a nice, a wonderful listener, Luke Martin, sent this in. He does a lot of wonderful writing, and he decided to tag me in it, which, by the way, if you are a fan of a certain club, or if you're a reporter, or if you're a coach or whatever, and you want to send us news to talk about or quotes to talk about, please do. This is the opportunity. Luke sends this in where this is on the Stormwatch 912 blogpost.com, where he kind of talks about how Kean Brownlee said that he thought that South Georgia Tormenta would outplayed Courage earlier this year. Even though Tormenta lost 3-1, he thought the Tormenta coach thought they outplayed the Courage. But the Courage capitalized on all their chances. He even says that he knows that they are the class of the league right now, especially following Tormenta's 2-0 loss on Sunday. He said, we had an amazing talk after the game. It was player-led. We are absolutely going to be ready for the Courage game, and that's going to be our signature win of the season right there. Helen Gutierrez talks about the challenge of facing the defending champions. She said, I'm excited, so excited. They're probably kind of like how we were thinking coming into this match against South Carolina United Bantams. We defeated this team already, meaning the Bantams. So we took our foot off the pedal a little bit. So I think that's what their mindset is going to be, talking about the Courage. The Courage are thinking, we're number one. We can take our foot off, but we are going to come at them hard. So they better be ready. This is a really interesting matchup. It should be a ton of fun. It seems like Tormenta has a lot of positive momentum coming in, despite the fact that they lost. I think that's going to be really interesting to see. Because of my giant mess up of my thing coming undone. Well, you know what? No, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to read yesterday's results again, so I can just post this as a podcast later today. So let's go out to the North Cal division. This is a little bit backwards as we normally do it, but that's because I don't know how to be a podcaster. That's just how this works. And we'll do a stats update tomorrow. The Marin FC Sirens fall 2-4 to Stockton Cargo. Cargo go up early thanks to Mika Seyfurman. Makes it a 1-0 lead, but the Sirens equalize from Cameron Colpitts. In fact, Cameron Colpitts gets her brace to give the Sirens a 2-0 lead or 2-1 lead, but just 1 minute later, Malia Evans makes it 2-2 for Cargo. Vanessa Penuna gets the game winner in the 83rd, and Hannah Diaz seals it away in the 87th, 4-2 to the Cargo. Paisley Athletic fall 2-3 to New Jersey Copa FC in the Metropolitan Division. Copa gets the goal started with Emily Jozak, and Paisley Athletic get the equalizer from Julie Baker, but Emily Jozak gets her first half brace and eventually the game winner, in the 45th minute. Amy Meadows makes it 3-1 for Copa, but Abby Incorvaya makes it 3-2, and that's how that one would end. Lane United fall 4-0 to Salmon Bay in the Northwest Division, as I can't pull this up. In the 9th minute, Julia McBride gets a goal. Just 3 minutes later, Haley Beckford gets her goal to make it 2-0. In the second half, Fiona Doherty gets her goal in the 52nd, and Maya Courtenay gets her goal to make it 4-0 to Salmon Bay. Texoma Galaxy makes it loses 2-0 to FC Olympia. It was a later goal. Jenny Lackey makes it 1-0 in the 51st, and Jada Mormon makes it 2-0 in the 75th. That was a lot that happened today, people. We're going to do stats tomorrow. Hopefully everything will be updated. Everything will be updated. So if you're a podcast player, just listener, just know that today was absolute carnage. And I'm sorry that it felt like everything was weird, because everything was weird. In the middle of the show, I unplugged my microphone. For the people that were listening along live, thank you for not leaving. Thank you for sticking it out with me. I appreciate it. I will see you tomorrow morning, possibly with an interview guest. So that should be a fun one. See you then. See you tomorrow.
Thank you for watching another episode of the USL Show.
The USL Show is now proudly part of the Protagonist podcast family. Please go to protagonistsoccer.com to check out more work. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll see everyone again next time.